With issues such as gentrification quickly growing in Bronx communities, photographer Ed Alvarez aims to put together a collection that will showcase and preserve the cultural diversity in New York, and especially his home, the South Bronx. Photography wasn't always in Ed's future, and it wasn't until the Bronx Documentary Center had an exhibition called the Sieste del Sur, which featured Ed in the early 80s.
I like to tell people that I didn't choose photography, it chose me. When I found the photo, I was immediately and immensely taken back by it. I totally forgot about the guy in the photo. When I looked at the photo, I started crying, I started laughing, I was happy, I got goosebumps. I was flooded with emotions because I remember the South Bronx in the 80s. I could actually hear it and I could actually smell it. And I saw how powerful how one image could convey a message and it can tell a story. Since then, I decided that what I wanted to do was that I wanted to become a photographer.
With no formal experience, he attended free photography workshops at the Bronx Documentary Center. Ed has collaborated with the Bronx Photo League, which to this day has a focus on social issues in the Bronx.
We did our first group project, which was the Jerome Avenue's Workers Project, which was based on gentrification and based on rezoning in the Bronx. We did this to raise awareness, and we did it so that way the community would have a voice.
Ed is constantly seeking out events on social media to cover, photographing events that provide a strong message for the community, such as the National Puerto Rican Artisan Fair and Book Expo.
I really love photographing my culture. I am first generation New Yorican. My parents are from Puerto Rico and I was born here on the mainland. I embrace and I love my culture. So what I love to do is that I love photographing the events in which they're celebrating their dance, their bomba, their plena, and I love taking candid photography. I stay away from stage photography as much as possible because I want people to be natural. I want the camera to be absent, I want it to be invisible, and I want them to feel comfortable. And I also tend to photograph more with my heart. I try not to let my face and this device take control. I have to feel it in my heart, and my heart tells me, that's the photo, take that picture.
In a borough of nearly 1.4 million people, the Bronx is constantly being affected by issues such as gentrification. Through the years, Ed has noticed the changes within his community.
Not just the landscape, but the businesses and the culture. It went from a predominantly Black and Hispanic community to a community that was just a lot more culturally diverse. In the process, I've met various artists. I've met various activists and community organizers. And what I decided to do is that I decided to photograph and document these people, and in order to give them exposure, deliver a message, bring light to the Bronx, bring light to the artists that are here. Before the gentrification comes in completely, it changes everything, the culture and the landscape of what the Bronx really is. I want to make sure that there's a visual record of it, a visual record of the culture, a visual record of community when we come together, a visual record of people out there celebrating, engaging in the community. And I feel like that's important because they need to have that voice and we need to have a visual record of it.
Ed's experience as a cultural and community events photographer provided him the skill set needed to focus his attention on documentary photography.
Originally, I became a culture and community events photographer because I saw that that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something about the community and I wanted to also feature their culture. And I've been very successful there. But I felt that becoming a documentary photographer, it's even stronger. It gives a stronger voice to the subjects. I will still photograph culture and community events for the purpose of archiving, but documentary photography tends to reach a larger mass. So that's why I'm transitioning that way.
Through his work, Ed aims to bring art and awareness to the South Bronx and hopes to inspire and create a growth in the underrepresented Bronx-based photographers.
My message to my fellow Bronxite would be that gentrification is real. It has happened in the past and it is happening now. So I'm hoping through my activism, through my photography, to constantly tell people to do my part and tell the people of the Bronx, you know, this is ours, let's not get pushed out. Talk, get involved, go to community board meetings, voice your opinions, fight for what's yours.
As Ed prepares to start his collection, he realizes the importance of recording these events. In Ed's words, change is coming and it is important that it be documented. This is Nicholas Marrero for Out in the Open.